We're here, everybody. Round of applause for the one and only Masta Ace, everyone. Hey, Masta Ace.
What's up?
So nice of you to be with us.
Thanks for having me here, man. Thanks for asking me to be here and for doing this.
Well, happy Halloween, and thank you for wearing the appropriate colors.
Exactly.
I think it's really important that we represent the, a crazy day. Today's a crazy day in a crazy world, It's 2020. Today's Halloween.
Yeah.
And we're in the midst of the worst global pandemic of our lives. And yet, we chose to press forward.
How about that?
How about that, guys? All right, round of applause.
People love hip-hop.
For continuing life, right? It's really a testament to the power of hip-hop, and you're right. It's a testament because, we were set to open a 14,000 square foot museum over across town on New York Avenue, and that was the week before the pandemic hit.
Wow.
And the government was all set, DC government, to give us millions of dollars, and we had to pivot. And you're sitting now in our pivot, which is an art gallery.
It's nice, though.
Right?
It's nice.
So this is our first foray into doing inductions in a smaller setting.
Yeah.
Right? A little bit smaller, but no different passion, no different energy and enthusiasm.
That's right.
And in fact, maybe even more, because I think everyone in this room has a lot of love and feelings for Masta Ace. Right?
Especially her.
Especially wifey. And what we dug up, because we like to dig up things at the Hip Hop Museum, is Masta Ace's 1993 press kit from Delicious Vinyl, Delicious Records. Look at that, even with the glossy, and even with a typed, if you can see it, literally typewriter typed press kit. Okay? And I want to start this whole little interview by reading just your first paragraph of your press kit.
I'm curious.
In 1993. Well, first of all, it opens with lyrics, okay, which I will spare you from reading. But I'm going to go into the first paragraph, which says, hailing from Brownsville, New York, Masta Ace is a powerhouse rapper known for dropping crazy rhymes and knowledge to the fattest beats. Ever since he first grabbed the public's attention with his throwdown on 1988's The Symphony Part 1, Ace's innovative stylings have spread his name throughout the hip-hop nation. And then it goes on to say, recently signed by Delicious Vinyl, Ace and his posse, collectively known as Masta Ace Incorporated, are primed and ready to grab their props with Slaughterhouse, their slamming first album for the label.
You could tell somebody from the hood did not write that.
Hey, but listen, Masta Ace, I'd like to think that, we know each other a little bit and we, we're friends. And lately you've been posting some nostalgic pictures.
Yeah, I do a couple here and there.
You do some nostalgic stuff, and I'm going to start with a weird place in this interview. Something inside of me tells me that you didn't actually want to be a rapper at first.
Well, when you say want to be a rapper, in my mind, to be a rapper wasn't a destination. It was just something we did around the way. To me, rapping was like riding a skateboard. That's just what we did in the neighborhood for fun. And so there was no concept of it being a career where you could actually make a living doing it. It was just something you did for fun. So in that regard, you are correct.
So the other day you posted you grew up in, everyone knows you grew up in Brooklyn.
Yep.
If you know anything about Masta Ace, that's like the main thing you know. And you grew up in Sheepshead Bay, is that right?
No, I grew up in Brownsville.
Brownsville.
As you just read.
But you went to school in Sheepshead Bay.
High school, that's
High school in
correct.
Sheepshead Bay, right.
Yep.
So there's something that tells me that you would have been just as happy being a professional football player. Am I right about that?
That was, when I was a senior in high school, my aspirations were to go to college, maybe play some college ball and perhaps make it onto an NFL team. But, those dreams that's the dreams of probably 4,000 seniors a year that played the sport, and I didn't have enough guidance around me for me to take a realistic approach to sports. I felt like in my mind that I could play Division One. You know, that's maybe not the big schools, but I could play like the next level down. That's what I thought in my mind. But in reality, when I was in high school, I hated lifting weights. And if you hate lifting weights, you're not playing college football. And so I wasn't very big. I wasn't very strong. Wasn't very fast. But I was a good player for my team. And so once I got to college that first year, my mom told me to, I was going to walk on to the team at the University of Rhode Island. And that first year, she said, well, get acclimated to college life first. Don't walk onto the team your first year. Wait till your second year. And so I did that. I took that first year off, which at the time, I couldn't imagine not playing football for a whole year because I played 4 straight years. But I took that year off, and that year gave me a lot of clarity. And at the beginning of my sophomore year, my plan was to go out for the team, but I really didn't feel it in my heart. I remember going down to the first day of tryouts and to pick up the equipment, and I was standing on the line with a bunch of other kids that were going to walk on, and something just said, I'm not feeling this. And I got out of line, and I never put on a football helmet again.
Wait, you went as far as to even being in line to
Yeah, I was in line to get equipment, yeah.
Oh, man, that's...
Yeah. But I just wasn't feeling it. It wasn't the same. It wasn't the culture in college football is not the same as high school.
Did you ever partake in anything musical during college?
So my sophomore year, I entered a rap contest, but this was not in college. This was back at home. And while we were at the school, I actually won the contest and got to meet Marley Marl and get studio time with Marley Marl. That was the result.
Oh, that was during college.
That was during college.
Okay.
But throughout those next 2 years, I was going back and forth to Marley's crib, recording the demos. And so I brought some of those demos back to school and was playing them for kids that I hung out with at the school. And they had a talent contest one day, and I got on stage and performed like a rap for my school.
But that wasn't the contest where you won the deal with Marley.
No, that was during Christmas break of my sophomore year.
So you competed in your entire life. You've competed in 2 rap contests your entire life.
Well, the one in college wasn't a contest, but in high school I was in a rap contest.
Okay,
as well.
that one was in high school.
Yeah.
So, but you won that one.
Yeah, I was with a group though. It wasn't just me. It was 5 of us.
Okay.
We call ourselves the Come Alive 5. Yeah, it's dope, right?
Who else was in that group? Come Alive 5.
Come Alive 5. So all the guys in the group were teammates on the football team.
Okay.
My boy Curtis Scott, Thrill Love. My boy Louis Harrell, Lou Love. My boy Ken McFadden. He was Ken Do. And my boy Ice, who eventually wound up rapping on my album Slaughterhouse.
Okay.
A couple years later.
Okay. So we go from that contest with your football buddies.
Yep.
And then we fast forward, I guess, maybe like 3-4 years later, right? As a sophomore in college.
Yep.
You find, a flyer for this Marley Marl contest? How'd you even hear about this?
So my boy Scooter, who lived in Brownsville as well, he lived in Marcus Garvey Village, not too far away. He called me up and he's like, yo, he knew I rap. We rap, He's like, I'm about to go down to this contest in Queens. You want to roll? And I was like, nah, it's Christmas. I'm home with the family. We having dinner and everything. I said, that wouldn't be cool. So I said, nah. And I hung up. My mother overheard the conversation, and she's like, well, we already ate. Like, why don't you go hang out? Go, And I was like, for real? She's like, yeah, go ahead. I called him back. He told me where to meet him on the train. Jumped on the train, met him, and we went out to Queens, New York, to a United Skates of America skating rink. And I entered the contest with about 35 other people and wound up winning.
Were any of your friends there?
Nah, well, yeah, my boy Steady Pace, who wound up being my DJ later on, he went. My boy Rodney from my building. Rodney actually brought his radio and recorded the whole contest, so I have it on cassette, the actual contest at home.
Really? How interesting you've chosen to share this with us. Gonna have to talk about that later. That's amazing. So, okay, so my guess is, first of all, I think it's incredible that you even finished college, because if I'm in a contest, right, Marley Marl contest, and I win, and then I win like a deal with Marley Marl, I'm like, see you later, college.
Nah,
but not you.
Nah, because to be honest with you, I won the contest. This was Christmas, so December, January of that year. I didn't even get Marley on the phone until that summer, because they gave me some bogus phone number. It was like his mom's crib. His sister lived there, but he didn't actually live there. And
wait, so you had to chase him for like months?
6 months. 6 months.
Just to get the prize that you were promised?
Yes. That's what happened.
And the prize was only just 6 hours.
6 hours.
So I'm like totally inflating it. It's not even a deal. It's just 6 hours with Marley.
6 hours of studio time.
The guy gave you the wrong number.
The runaround.
And this guy, you turned into, a stalker to find him.
I was calling him at least 2-3 times a week, and his sister would answer the phone, and she would say, after a while, she knew my voice, she knew my name. Hi, Ace. My brother's not here. Bye. And then after a while, I guess I built a little rapport with her, and she started to feel sorry for me. And
oh, wow.
She's like, you know what? He had my brother's real number. He probably pissed her off that day or something. She was like, here's my brother's real number. And she gave me the real number. I called, and this Marley Marl? Yeah, who's this? Yo, I won this contest, and you owe me 6 hours of studio time. For real.
Are you being serious? Did you really talk like that?
I don't know how. I don't know what I said, but I definitely was a little bit. I had some energy with me, like yo, you owe me.
Right.
That was my energy.
Yo, talk about going and getting it. You know, I mean, listen, it's not like this was handed to this guy. This guy had football skills. He went to college thinking he was going to be playing football, if not for the college, maybe professionally, right? And he got out of line. He somehow, God or the universe directed him to a contest. Yeah. He won the contest, and he even then still got nowhere with it. He had to chase the guy down.
Yep.
I mean, this is whether you realize it or not. You talk about, it was just a hobby, and that's just what we did at the time. But when you tell the story, it actually sounds like you were a man on a mission.
That or just it was fate. You know, it feels like fate because a lot of things had to happen for that. For all of those things to fall into line the way they did, a lot of things had to happen. The first thing that had to happen was my boy Scooter, who called me about the contest. His sister had to be the coolest sister in the world because when I called back, he had already left the house. He was already on his way to the train station, and I said, "Can you catch him, please?" And you know, usually a sister be like, "He ain't here, bye, boom."
Right.
And she's like, "Hold on." And I hear her go, I hear the door open. I hear her yelling his name like down the street. And after a few minutes, he comes back to the phone. And if she doesn't do that one thing,
you're not sitting here.
I'm not sitting here.
Yo, can we find her and thank her?
I've been wanting to. No,
like really, because that's a big deal.
I'm in touch with Scooter. Like we're in touch, you know, through social media, and I've said to him in the past, like, yo, what's up with your sister? Like, I would like to thank her. And he doesn't get it. Like, he doesn't understand why.
He thinks you're trying to holler at her or something. No offense, no offense. I'm sorry.
It's all right. One day, I'm gonna thank her
one of these days. She has to be told.
She has no clue.
She has no clue
of her role.
I think that's amazing. Okay, well, let me do something interesting because we like to give away stuff to our audience members here. Okay, so if anybody knows anything about hip hop, everybody knows that Masta Ace is like critically considered the influence, okay, of many of the greatest rappers of all time. Okay, the influence, okay, of these great rappers. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to talk about, I'm going to hold up a picture.
Okay.
And these are pieces of art that we're giving away.
Nice.
And you're going to just say kind of like what influence, if any, that this artist had on you.
Okay.
Sound cool?
Yeah.
And these are all original pieces of art by Alon Avisar, who donated these at our grand opening. Okay? So here's the very first artist.
That's nice. That's nice. Huge influence. He, when I first heard Rakim, like, it made me change everything I was doing as far as how I was writing, the way my flow, everything. I was like, okay, what I'm doing is not good enough because that's like another level. So I started to change how I wrote and how I flowed. Kane was the next guy that I heard that made me make changes to what I was doing. You know, his wittiness, his punchlines, his rapid fire words that rhymed back to back, like all of that was like, it just opened my mind up as a writer and as an MC to the possibilities in terms of how you could rhyme. Because, you know, coming up in the 80s, you know, you pretty much typically the last word in each line rhymed, and that's what you did. But then Kane comes out and he's like, I rake and take and break and shake and make, and I'm like, okay,
Oh.
let's rearrange the furniture a little bit. And you know, so he definitely was a huge influence on the way I started to write.
Way I started to write. Billy Rust? Okay. Let's see here. What can you say about this MC?
Well, I kind of already touched on it. I didn't know he was coming next. When I heard Eric B. as president in my neighborhood in Brownsville, when I heard that song, it completely blew my mind because nobody was rhyming how he rhymed, and that's what it really is supposed to be about as an MC. When you're writing, you're supposed to be trying to push the envelope instead of following what everybody else is doing. You're supposed to be like, okay, nobody ever did this before. Let's try this. And when I heard him, it made me understand that you could do more with these words than what appeared to be possible. And I owe that to that guy.
Birthday girl from New York.
Hey, let me cut in for a second and ask a question. What about
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
you talked about Eric B. as president?
Oh, hold on. Give me your microphone for 1 second. I actually muted it because I'm mean like that.
You talked about president. What about melody? What kind of influence did melody? Did it have more of an influence on you, my melody? And what did you catch in that?
Melody, the fact that it was so slow, made it dope, and it was really just the same type of wordplay. Yeah, the way he wrote, put the words together. Both of those songs really were game changers for me as a writer.
Now, these folks are a little bit more recent, but definitely influential in terms of lyrically, because we consider you to be a high-level lyricist. What do we think of...
Funk Dr. Spock, man, yo. Redman to me was always one of the most outrageous, lyrically outrageous dudes. Like, he was always trying to say the wildest stuff to make people go, like, what? Like, just shock value rhymes. And as an MC, okay, you know, throw a few shock value lines in there. Like, I wouldn't be as like every other line with him is a shock value line. I'll throw one in there. You know, he's throwing like back-to-back shock value lines, but definitely a dope lyricist and mad respect for Redman.
But I also feel like Redman got a good dose of Masta Ace influence in him. I don't know about what you guys think.
I never noticed it, but we all listen. We all
Badari,
influence each other.
are you a Redman fan?
Absolutely.
There you go. All right, and the last one we're going to get to before we get to the donation is Method Man. What do you think of Method Man?
Meth was my favorite personality in Wu-Tang. He was my second favorite MC in Wu-Tang, GZA being first, because to me GZA was more cut from my cloth in terms of the way he rhymed, but Meth, Meth was flow, and he made you understand what flow was, because when he was on a beat, he was like this with the beat, and you know, everybody can't do that. I'm always, when I'm recording my stuff, I'm always trying to find that groove, because it's not easy. You know, you say all the words right, but it's just not in that pocket. And Meth is one of the guys to me that is always in that pocket. You can almost see him in the studio. You can when you're hearing the words, you can hear him how he's moving when he's rhyming, and he's always taking these breaths. Like first his earliest records, it was always like he'll say a line and go, and that's in.
But the breath was like part of it.
It's part of it. Yeah. And so it's funny that you put Meth and Red up, because I see those guys a lot of times in Europe. We tour in Europe together a lot. They're always overseas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me real quick sneak a two-parter in. G-Rap is the first, and if you could answer your opinion on the symphony between G-Rap and Kane. You're not the best,
right?
Because that's relative, but your favorite. If you could, I know that's a compromising position to put you in, but.
Well, listen, the day we recorded the symphony, I spit my verse, Craig spit his verse, and then G-Rap goes in the booth. And as soon as I heard his rhyme, I was like, I should have said something else.
Are you serious?
I should have said a different rhyme.
Oh.
And a lot of people don't know this, but the rhyme that's on the symphony that G-Rap spit isn't the first rhyme. He actually spit a different verse that was so long that the tape ran off the machine. And Marley's like, come on, man, you got to cut this down. It's too long. Like, there's no place for Kane to rhyme. He's like, all right, I'll spit something else. So he just spit this like 60-something bar rhyme, and instead of cutting it down, he just spit a different rhyme, and that's the rhyme we hear on the song. But just imagine how dope the first one was.
So you're telling me that exists somewhere? A 60-bar G-Rap?
It exists. Marley has it somewhere, unless he recorded over it, which I don't know.
Oh, my God.
He may have recorded over it.
You have a question? I love... Wait, can you give her your mic, Jaquan? Hold on. We got questions from the audience. I love that. That's great. Go for it.
So at what point did MCs start counting bars?
That's a good question. I definitely wasn't counting bars on my first album. I didn't really have the concept of that. I just kind of figured where it's supposed to end. I don't know when we started saying, 16, spit an 8, like much later though, like mid 90s maybe. I can't recall talking about 16s until way later.
But the math was there in terms of...
Yeah, it was. It was like a feel, though. I definitely wasn't counting bars.
Huh.
Because me and the Biz has like a 12 bar, and then like an 8, and then a 20 something. Like it's like all over the place.
It's all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. You know what else is interesting? You guys ever seen Crooklyn? Yeah, I love that movie. You want to know one of the cool things we accrued for Masta Ace's own shadow box in the museum? Check this out, guys. Crooklyn Dodgers, baby. Look at that.
That's the Mookie special.
It's the Mookie special. So check this out. We have something that hopefully soon will be hanging in our cafe, which is also adorned with a lot of amazing pieces from our collection. Ivan Beslik and Medina Design and this amazing guy named Grandmaster Katz. That's right. The notorious K-A-T-Z. Have you heard of this guy? No. Well, you should have, because come on up here, Grandmaster. Yeah, you're going to have to. I'm sorry. Please speak in this microphone.
2 people in the world that call me Grandmaster Katz.
Okay, so come on up here, Andy Katz.
One of them's right there.
Come on up on stage here.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. So, one of the cool things about the Hip Hop Museum, in addition to having this like world-renowned collection, is that we have a world-renowned staff. And I really mean it. every single one of our staff, from curators to videographers. Shout out Birth of Hip Hop and Cortez McKay, our digital designer and marketer, CLB, our curator, our music director, our historian. Like, we take this crazy seriously.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you legends deserve it. And one of the people that's been directing us from a creative standpoint, helping us hang our exhibits, helping us, get in touch with all these legends, is Andrew Katz. And he does an incredible series that a lot of people aren't familiar with, but should be, which is kind of this, what's the name of the Delta Bravo? So he does a Delta Bravo series, and rest in peace, Jam Master Jay. Just the other day, on the anniversary, of Jam Master Jay's passing. Yesterday, he shared this incredible documentary that Andy goes around. He loves hip hop so much that he recreates the actual photographs from the albums and the movies, and he goes to the actual locations, and he went around searching for Jam Master Jay, right?
And Run DMC.
And Run DMC. There's a really beautiful documentary on the Hip Hop Museum's YouTube page if you want to check it out. Okay? But the other thing that I really think that you should check out is this original piece that Andy did just for Masta Ace and this induction. And would everybody take a moment to look at this unbelievable piece of artwork? Round of applause for Andy Katz, everyone. Okay, so soon enough, this piece will be hanging in either our art gallery. Hopefully, Andy Katz. Where's Malcolm Riddle? Shout out Malcolm Riddle and the entire Mad Urgency Public Enemy family. Shout out LBC and Public Enemy. Hopefully, Andy will have a full show here, right? Wouldn't that be cool to have all of Andy Katz's piece here?
Okay.
So hopefully we'll have that coming soon. Okay. Now let's go right to it. I'm really excited.
Yeah, you take your seat back.
Okay. Thank you so much, Andy, by the way.
Thank you. Thanks for any of the shine. I appreciate it.
We're going to put that right there. Okay. Where is our curator, Red Summer? There she is. Red Summer curates everything in this museum. I'm not exaggerating. Afiba, we might need you to swivel around over here on this camera. We are going to unveil, yes, the young lady on the scoop right behind you. You might want to come this way or slightly away, ever so slightly. Let our broadcast engineer through. We're going to let him through. Okay, we're going to do like the countdown again, guys, okay? Remember, we did this for Disco B. So, you guys remember the single, Crooklyn Dodgers? Hey, DJ RBI, drop that track, because in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. The actual jacket Masta Ace wore on the cover of Crooklyn Dodgers.
And the video.
And the video. Man, you're going to have an amazing display.
Yeah.
It's going to look great. Okay. Now, we have a little video that we would like to play before we induct Masta Ace. I'm going to actually buy a little bit of time so my broadcast engineer can run back through all these people, and he is going to get this video ready. Now, let me tell you something, you guys. When I first interviewed Masta Ace, this guy is so much the salt of the earth. I'm serious. He was literally in Europe. He had no idea where he was. This is not an exaggeration. He was GPSing in his car while driving, I believe, in Amsterdam somewhere. And I just believe that you're such a good, humble, great person that first interview I had with you speaks to the person that you are. That you were busy, you didn't even know where you were, and you were still willing to do the interview over Skype while weaving your way through the streets of Amsterdam.
It's the magic of T-Mobile.
Well, I just want to say how much we love you and appreciate you.
Thank you.
And without further ado, Afiba, let's run this induction video for the one and only Masta Ace.
Instead of me coming out here and thanking the people that I usually thank or whatever, I made me a little list of MCs that, yo, man. Instead of me coming out here and thanking the people that I usually thank or whatever, because all those people who had something to do with my album know who they are, I made me a little list of MCs that I wanted to name off that inspired me to bring me where I am today, you know? Because honestly, I wouldn't be here without them. So the list goes like this, and it's not in this order, but the list is this. Run DMC, the Beastie Boys, LL Cool J, Cool G Rap, Master Ace, Master Ace, Master Ace, Master Ace, Master Ace.
Was very instrumental in us helping us find our tone, and you know, he confirmed, you know, what kind of MCs we wanted to utilize to build a certain standard of MCs when it came to the Wake Up Show. Man, we have always, like, Ace is like a brother to us. Take on it, man. You know what? It's interesting to hear who motivates Master Ace, because Master Ace motivated a lot of people, and a lot of people who are close to heart and close to this station.
This is Slim Shady. The first record I heard of Master Ace was I Am the Man, but I'm not the one with the can in his hand. I'm down with a different kind of street band, and I appear from place to place as the Music Man, aka Master Ace.
Instead of me coming out here and thanking the people that I usually thank or whatever, I made me a little list of MCs that I wanted to name off that inspired me to bring me where I am today. So the list goes like this, and it's not in this order. The list is this. Run DMC, the Beastie Boys, LL Cool J, Cool G Rap, Master Ace, Master Ace, Master Ace, Master Ace.
Master Ace. Once you hear the capital A, rapital stage. My name is Master Ace. Oh yeah. Music Man, baby, and the rhymes are top notch. We did it like that, and now we do it like this. Check the technique, see if you can follow it. We did it like that, and now we do it like this. Murder, murder, murder. Kill, kill, kill. We did it like that, and now we do it like this. Feels so good to be a Brooklyn dog. We did it like that, and now we do it like this. Master Ace in the place with the bass.
Master Ace, Master Ace, Master Ace, Master Ace, Master Ace, Master Ace, Master Ace.
That's right. Round of applause, everyone, for the one and only Master Ace. And now, the Hip Hop Museum's historian, Jay Kwan, with the induction speech.
1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2. All right, if I had to use one word to describe the career of Master Ace, it would be one of reinvention. Like most of us, Ace came across my radar in about '88 when he was featured on Marley Marl's genre-changing compilation LP, In Control Volume 1. On songs like Keep Your Eyes on the Prize and Simon Says, we were introduced to the Brownsville wordsmith, and he showed us why he was worthy of induction into Marley Marl's iconic Juice Crew. It was Ace in his opening verse on the game-changing song The Symphony that cemented his worth and kept our ears peeled. The part that really caught me was, I project my voice so it's right in the crowd. There's a sign on the door, no biting allowed. And if you didn't read it, I suggest you do so, or you'll be stranded, just like Caruso, some of that Rakim wordplay and cadence that he spoke of earlier. So this kid didn't come and play around. I caught that very early on. '89 brought us Letter to the Better and Together, single. His label mates with Big Daddy Kane, cats like that on Prism. And this solidified the validity and power of his pen game. 1990's full-length album, Take a Look Around, showcased the depth and versatility that would define the remainder of his career and set Ace apart from his contemporaries. Me and the Biz showcased his creativity, while the title track, And I Got You, revealed his intelligence that would be a hallmark in his further output. He would resharpen his lyrical swords a year later with the Juice Crew comrades, lending a verse to Marley Marl's Symphony Part 2. Later with his 1993 Slaughterhouse LP under the name Master Ace Incorporated, saw Ace join forces with Paula Perry, Lord Digger, and Icy Rock, delivering what felt almost like a parody of the then dominant gangster rap subgenre that gained a huge mainstream following at the time. This LP yielded Ace his biggest hit up to that point, G-Pass. The next year gave birth to the Crooklyn Dodgers, a trio consisting of Ace, Buckshot, and Special Ed. The trio delivered not only the highlight of the soundtrack to Spike Lee's Crooklyn, but a classic piece of work that still has beat heads these days pondering the source of the sample, like me and my man RBI was just talking about. In fact, I think RBI asked Tip what the sample was, and Tip wouldn't tell him. A rework in the G-Pass, titled Born to Roll, became the centerpiece of Ace's next album, Sitting on Chrome, and simultaneously made Ace a bi-coastal force and continued his foray into the idea of the concept album, which he would soon master to perfection. Over the years, Disposable Arts, Long Hard Summer, Son of Yvonne, Falling Season, Brooklyn Story has cemented Ace as one of the most innovative and clever writers and visionaries in a genre that has largely abandoned creativity and independent thought decades ago. But Ace continues to come off stronger and longer, even with the drum off. Master Ace.
So I have a couple more giveaways before we finish today, okay? So just a couple final words. Is Disco B here? Disco B, please come to the front of the room. And I would like you to take a picture, the two inductees just alone, Disco B and Masta Ace. We can't thank you enough. Can I ask you guys a question? Is anyone a Sugar Hill Records fan in the building? Anyone like Sugar Hill Records? You raised your hand first. Master G signed Sugar Hill Records vinyl. Okay. Does anybody like Cold Chillin' Records? Bucky Davis. It's probably for your daughter. It's a little small. Okay. Does anyone like the Native Tongues? Yeah? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Native Tongues. Take one. Take one. And Caleb. Okay. Now listen, let's get some pictures. Disco B, if you want to pull the mask down, and Master Ace right in front of the boombox here. You guys, just to let you know, upstairs we have an entire infused cafe. If you didn't get your 40 ounce, they're selling them today, not like last time. It's only $10 though. Get your 40 ounce. I know, what a bargain. You're welcome. We have pre-rolls and everything you could want from the dispensary. Okay, but right now I want to really spend time thanking a few people, okay, that made all of this possible. Actually, you know what? Red Summer, please come in. Let's do a picture. Red Summer, CLB, come in the picture, please. DJ RBI. We're going to have just the museum staff. Cortez. We're going to do one picture with just the museum staff and the inductees. Andy Katz, please come on in with the inductees. Jaquan, don't worry, there's other photographers. Okay, I'll get up here. There we go, Andy Katz, come on in. Okay, you are looking, there's a few missing members here. Unfortunately, we're missing Geechee Dan and a few other museum members, but these are the human beings that are responsible for making this induction and all of the museum happen. So a big thank you and round of applause to the entire museum staff. Okay, but now you are going to be in tune to the sounds of DJ RBI from now until you leave. So RBI, let's hear some Masta Ace and Disco B.
Listen closely, so your attention's undivided. Many in the past tried to do what I did, but just the way I came off then, I'm gonna come off stronger and longer, even with the drum off. And the blow that I deliver is a crisp one. Give that style back, Jack, and try this one. If you're gonna pick up the microphone when the beat is moving swift, you better say something I can give it. Suckers I mold in my hand just like silly putty. You tried to shank me, Spanky, but my name's not McGillicuddy. Yes, yes, let's test the water. The skinny dipping in a slaughter. Hope the warrior, waterproof, high top certified. Cause I taught you I've got the murder ride. And you don't have to buy a ticket. You can afford to get aboard and watch me as I stick it in the face of my foes, cause it goes to show that I flow like a bloody nose. Rap is sweet just like donuts from Dunkin'. The action posse's at the door and they won't let a punk in. So you better try the back door before you get a crack jaw. And I don't need a black hat to be a villain. The posse is action and the label is cold chillin'. The question is how hype will you get? When you heard this beat, you were familiar with a jam you heard before. This is a summary, a voice around you, but there's only one of me. Lyrics and dialect come from all angles. The cordless mic in my hand still strangles. They try rather well, but none are parallel. The words are spinning your head like a carousel. And out of all the brothers I spoke to, none of them broke through. They sound like a joke too. The rhymes are very soft, just like curry cloth. The kid that's standing on stage ought to hurt you off, cause that ain't hip-hop. You little drip drop, trying to tiptoe but can't touch the tip top.
Not a lot of artists can do that, get to that number 4 number. Congratulations on that. I want to say what's up to the whole 4 building and the whole action posse, cause they ain't here thick. And I want to drop a new style of all the MCs. I call this the offbeat, on-beat style. See if you can swing with it. See if you can swing with it. It go like this. It's the hippest, ready to rip this. My father dope is on the mic, it's not Ike and Tina Turner or Bob Hope. It's not that kid Ice Ice, baby, but I'm nice. Confuse you and lose you when I'm saying words twice. I never quit rockin' rhymes, cause I'm not a quitter. It's funny, but MCs have more nerve than a clitoris. This kid tried to rip me, goddamn, what a dum-dum. I'm not cock D's, but I got V's and I come from Brooklyn. Not Master Pizza, beat a chick and freaker. Give her a little respect like Aretha Franklin. I keep my money in a bank, and when my pockets are on E, I go fill up my tank and drive my cock into some real tight wet stuff. Don't phone my home when I bone or you'll get snuffed. Quick fast, you dirty little no good louse you. Not the Jungle Brothers, but boy, I'll house you. Open up your ears, hear my rap pitch. Niggas are soft like the titties on a fat bitch. Me and my crew heard those words and they tickle us like Ricky Ricardo. It's just so ridiculous. Let's clear the throat and keep on quoting more shit that I have written. 4 and 7 years in the lab.
One last
I know
question
rap
before we
like
wrap
Mike
up
Tyson
the
knows booty grab.
Considering how long you've been in the game, all the places that you've been, all the songs that you've done, and all the cats that you've worked with,